Okay, so we're looking at the 3D Wrap Feeling Pro. This is going to be the review of this device. I checked it out a little while ago in the unboxing, but I didn't have this. This is a converter. This does not come with the kit. They sent me the wrong plug or whatever. We don't have these kind of plugs here in America. So I just had to get like a little conversion. It was like $3, something like that. No big deal. These are little haptic feedback motors. This technology is similar to like video games, right? Like the little rumble motor in your controllers, like an offset weight, and then it creates sort of a disruption in whatever it's connected to. This company makes these attachments for, I wouldn't say like every pedal set on the market, but all the big ones you can think of. You know, if it's a reputable manufacturer that's, you know, producing the pedals, 3D Wrap seems to make a kit for it, so you can just mount it directly to the pedals. Now these are a little bit different. These are actually intended to attach to your sim rig or your seat or wherever you want to put these. You know, like it has some double-sided tape. You can put these anywhere, but these are actually intended for the pedals. So, you know, these will attach directly to your brake and throttle and clutch, you know, whatever you want to attach it to, but I'm going to do brake and throttle. So all of these motors and things will connect to this control box. You have different channels you can route to certain things, whatever you want really, but you can use like something like SimHub and then, you know, program like, here's your engine vibration for your pedals and here's your shifter for whatever. You have complete freedom as to what you can choose everything to feel like, you know, what you want to monitor telemetry wise. And these ports right here are for some fans. You can actually hook this up and use it as a wind simulator. I don't have the fans, but easy enough to upgrade to that. This system is not super cheap, by the way, but the reason why this company has a lot of value to me in the sim racing space is because they cover so many different products. This specific setup that I have here is for Camus, and Camus does not make a haptic feedback system. So that's where I see the value in this company, you know, because it's not cheap. It really isn't. It's not a cheap system, but it makes it to where like you have options for, you know, a lot of different pedal sets, a lot of different setups. So let's go ahead and attach this stuff. I haven't decided where I want to put everything just yet, but I will show you the positioning afterwards and we'll get to testing. Here we go. So I realized afterwards I could have mounted these on the inside, I think, and had better results. But I mounted them on the seats. I can't mount them on the seat because it's all fabric. And then I mounted, obviously, on the pedals there. Everything's connected right there on the bottom. Hopefully out of the way. Hopefully I won't kick it on accident. And then it's mirrored on the other side. Everything was extremely easy to set up. And the software, at least in SimHub, it just literally had it right here. It's 3D Wrap Feeling Pro Rumble. And then it immediately recognized everything. I didn't have to do any crazy port forwarding or anything. I just clicked this and it worked. I will say if you are in kind of like an apartment situation and you're living on the second story, this might not be for you because these motors will transfer vibrations through the floor. Like right now my engine is vibrating and other people will be able to hear it through walls, through floors, through ceilings. So I would recommend using this on a concrete surface. So I can feel every gear shift, I can feel off-road stuff, I can feel my traction gets a little bit wonky, I can feel like when I'm locking my wheels up, I can feel when I hit something, of course, I can feel when I land and jump, a lot of different things. You really get a sense at how the car responds underneath you to your input. It allows you to push the car further than you could with just a wheel. I would venture to say that this is actually more important to the actual driving than motion is. Motion is a lot of fun and it's exciting, but this actually gives you more usable information as to what the car is doing underneath you. If you don't have that haptic feeling, motion can feel kind of dead. This really adds a lot to the driving experience for a relatively inexpensive cost here to the end user. So much more information comes through your butt. So, you know, everyone says like driving through the seat of your pants. That's more what this feels like. You can really get a sense of what the car is doing. We're gonna crash here. No, okay, because I felt the traction levels. You know, when I tried motion for the first time, it was like, psh. This is more like it opens your world up for connecting more with your virtual vehicle. It really allows you to just feel what the car is doing underneath you. You know, motion does that a lot too. With motion, it kind of brings a little bit more sense of speed, sense of urgency, sense of fear. You know, the motion, especially in VR, oh my gosh, like motion in VR is amazing. It actually slows you down in some ways, but it allows you to be more accurate with your car. If you can't feel your car underneath you, if it's numb, you can push the car a lot harder because you don't know how much you're actually damaging things until it's too late. This haptic feeling underneath me gives me that extra layer to understand what the car is doing, so I have more information at my disposal to be able to feel it before it happens, before something bad happens. There's a lot of haptic systems out there. I'm not saying that this is the only option for that, but this is a good option. You know, I'm having a good experience with it. Setup was super easy. I'm definitely going to keep this on my rig from now on. It's going to be a permanent part of my rig. I do have to adjust some things like cable placement and stuff like that for when I have motion incorporated to my system again. In my experience, this will be a welcome addition to anyone's rig. I'd say if you're only going to choose one portion of the system over the other, you know, just the pedal portion or just the seat portion, I would say go for the seat portion because you can feel what the car's doing, and there's enough vibration that transfers to your pedals to where you can still feel it through your entire rig. For wind simulation, obviously I don't have that part of the system, but it's nice to have the option to expand to that with the same control box. Yeah, good job 3D Wrap for putting this system together. The company overall seems to be filling the gaps other sim racing companies are just kind of leaving wide open. I'm feeling it. Have a good day. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.